Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retroland Comics. This time I'm doing another episode of comic book reviews. This time I'm reviewing Smallville Season 11, Issue 18. And what the Smallville Season 11 is pretty much the comic book series that they made that picks up right after the season finale of Smallville. And I only got one issue of this, so this will be the only Smallville Season 11 issue that I review right now, because, like I said, this is all I got. But what happens is, it starts off 10 years later with Diana going to the United States. And the reason for this is she's trying to find her mother. Come to find out, her mother has been captured by this guy named Ancient Bones. And the backstory on Ancient Bones is he made it, him and Faust made a deal with Hades. And what happens is like I said, Diana's mother winds up getting captured. This is Diana getting tortured by him because she's trying to figure out where her mother is, and she's getting Clark's help to do that. What happens is we get some backstory on how Bones came to be and how him and Faust made the deal with Hades. And we see Clark going in to try to find Diana's mother and get information on that. So he infiltrates Bones's secret organization or whatever, and he's able to find Bones's Black Room. Well, Bones's Black Room is where he has all his like ancient artifacts or something like that, like magic-based things. And Clark gets there, and he's actually able to find Diana's mother right here, and she's in cryogenesis tube or whatever. And as this is happening, Faust shows up with his people and this big giant sea monster and attack and come into the facility. And after this, we get some backstory with Lois, her father, and the guy who is on all of Wonder Woman's comics, and it's her love interest. I can't remember. Steve Trevor, that's his name. And we see that, and then we see Faust's people busting through Bones' organization, and then Diana's able to break through, and Lucius Faust comes in and starts attacking. I think that's his name. I think it's Lucius, but Faust. Y'all know who I'm talking about. What happens is after this, Clark gets attacked by Faust, and Bones is trying to attack Faust as well. And then he's able to raise up Hades. And Hades raises up, and he's going after everybody in Metropolis while all this is happening underground. And Diana winds up attacking Faust. And then Clark actually changes into a Superman costume and goes up topside to try to take on Hades. But whenever he does this, he is going to find out that he actually needs backup. He's not going to be able to deal with Hades by himself. But before that happens, Hades starts raising the dead to bring the undead army. And then, as we see, Lois and her father and Steve Trevor is trying to get out of the place that they are, and all these undead zombies are showing up and getting in their way. And then Superman actually makes it to Hades, and this is when he says he needs backup. And then Hades sees Superman and sees him as a threat, so he goes after Superman and wants to see how powerful Superman really is and if he's able to compare to the gods. And Superman says Greek gods as a question or whatever. And we see Hades raising up this undead arm right here. And then Wonder Woman's getting suited up to go help Clark with this fight. And that's the end of the comic. And my thoughts on this comic is pretty good. I really can't say nothing on the story, the whole comic issue as a whole, because like I said, all I got is this one issue. But this one issue stands up pretty good. I like the introduction of Hades. I like the introduction of Wonder Woman. But as always, Rob Burnham, ATA Preacher Man, RB signing out. Guys, GG is awesome. It's been an episode of Richard Lane Thomas. See y'all next time.